In this episode, the solo movie, Joe Lycett's stand-up show, and we have a special guest. So sit back, grab a beer, and let's talk some BS.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we all doing?
We're good. We're good.
Yeah. Saul, we have a guest.
We have a guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Laura. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. How'd you know us, Laura?
We went to A-level together.
Yeah,
We
A-level.
did.
Went to A-level together. Went to sixth form.
You know
Did
what
A-level.
I mean. Oh, it's been so long.
It has been a long time.
Don't remind
So
me.
how
it's
long
been
ago
too
was
long.
it now?
Oh,
Uh,
don't remind me.
it must have been at least 10 years ago
Yeah,
when
at
we
least.
first met.
It's at least a decade at this
That's
stage.
insane.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane.
I try not to think about it.
And like
makes
you've been
me
to
real
uni
sad.
since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And-
We've both been to uni at
Yeah.
this stage. You're now a dad.
Yeah, I know. A lot's happened. I'm married.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're in a
Crazy.
band.
I mean, stop. What else have you guys done?
You got another kid on the way.
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, it might be a first for some people on this podcast. First time I mentioned it. Yeah. Laura, anything you want to tell us about yourself?
About myself,
Yeah.
I work at a video game company, which is quite fun, and I play video games in my spare time. So basically, that's my life.
You'll fit in
This
well
is
in
my
this
life.
podcast.
Oh dear, we should be doing like a typical. This is probably the least video game
Yeah, it's
episode
all
we've ever
film.
done.
I don't think there's any video game in this one.
No.
Damn.
Well, later on we might have some video game things, but
Although you've been part of a team of like one of my like a game that I really enjoy called Catastronauts, which is basically just Overcooked in space, and it's amazing fun.
Yeah, it came out last year. I helped to QA test it, so quality assurance. Basically, try and make sure that it's running smoothly. So yeah, that was good fun.
Awesome. Wow. So yeah, a legitimate industry professional
Yeah.
sat right here, people.
Not like Max.
No,
the other
no.
guest we had.
Nah, he's just a wannabe. I mean, he's an award-winning filmmaker, but you know,
Whatever, you know.
who gives a shit? It's fine. He doesn't listen to this bloody podcast.
This will be the one he listens to.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, he'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to this time. See what they're talking about me. Can I have the bottle opener? I haven't had my beer yet. Yeah, it has been. Oh, it's been a scorcher this week.
Oh, this week has been awful.
And small mercies. It's today where we're recording in a small room.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not as hot.
It's not as hot. It wasn't like a couple of days ago, which was practically unbearable.
Yeah.
Which is even more fun when you work in a bakery.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh well. Right, shall we get cracking?
Yeah, we should. I should probably say like it's gonna be interesting for Laura.
Yeah.
We all
This
like.
is it's a first for me, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, and also like we kind of just sprung it on you the last minute, and then you were like, "Oh yeah, what's the entertainment exchange this week?" I'm not caught up, and we were like, "Oh, it's Solo and Joe Lycett," and then I said to you as you turned up today, I was like, "Have you seen them, by the way?" And you were like, "No." So
But then you could tell me about them, and then when I go away, I'll remember what you said.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I can that's it, and you can sum up whether you
Yeah.
actually want to watch them or not. You know. Maybe we'd be so inclined to lend them to you. Although, to be fair, considering we normally only meet up like once a year, like never
Ooh.
see them again.
You're basically getting live reviews.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
It's a privilege and a treat.
Is it? Is it really?
I don't know.
Is that what we're calling it?
We'll
I
see.
think so. So who's going
I
first?
don't think we've even worked out who's going first yet, to be
We
honest.
really
with
have
you.
not worked out anything.
Do you want to rock, paper, scissors it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, why not? Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh fuck.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
This is great podcast.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Oh, Saul
That was-
takes it.
That was a really good. Wait, so you go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Why
Okay. That was really interesting for listeners.
That was great audio material right there.
This is going so well. It's only been a month, but it feels like we haven't done it for like years. Oh my word.
So, Joe Lycett.
Yes. Oh yeah, I better introduce it.
Yeah, you better.
Okay. Again, I haven't even bothered to get up a wiki or anything. I'm just gonna brag
Basically,
it this
what's
week.
happened if we surpassed our year that we said we were going to do, and now we're just like, well,
Sorry,
I
who
mean, we've
cares?
done a year.
Yeah, why not?
Nice.
Who cares? Yeah. So Joe Lycett, he is a comedian, and he's sort of, I think he lives in Birmingham, I believe. I think
He does,
mentions it,
because he
yeah.
uses a lot of his stand-up.
He does.
Involves around Birmingham.
There you go. He's a pansexual comedian, and he sort of shot to fame on when he appeared on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, and hit one of his viral videos. A video went viral where he talked about a parking scam sort of thing, as it were. And he's now got a show out on Channel 4 called Lycett's Got Your Back, which is kind of a consumer show.
That's a good title, but it's not quite as good as the title for his live show.
So the stand-up, this is his first ever stand-up DVD. He's actually quite, he's not up and coming. He's probably one of the most top comedians in the country, but he's quite new at this point. And yeah, this is his...
I hadn't heard of him outside of 8 out of 10 Cats.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him twice now live, and yeah. So,
Amazing.
but this was his first ever DVD called "That's the Way." Joe Lycett. I mean,
which immediately hooked me as a title.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. I need to check this guy out. Clearly,
it is beautiful. I can't remember what his second one was. I'll have a look. But yeah,
I don't think it's going to top that one.
No,
there's no way.
Never will. Yeah, let's go for it. What did you think?
I liked it, but I like a lot of stand-up. Like, stand-up is my thing. I've got so many stand-up DVDs of all sorts of people, so I like a good stand-up show, and this guy's definitely up there as far as stand-up. Really good. Like, you can tell how experienced he is, even though I haven't heard a lot of his stuff outside of 8 out of 10 Cats.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Laura, feel free to butt in at any point,
Yeah.
by the way. If you have anything
That's
you
fine.
want to jump
I
in
mean,
with.
I've watched a few YouTube videos on him, and he's really good at telling a story. I think that's what hooks me with comedians. He's just really good at it.
Yeah, he definitely grabs you, doesn't he? Yeah, I like him.
He interacts really well with his audience. Like, he kind of reminds me, not in his style of stand-up, but he reminds me a little bit of Dara O'Brien in the fact of how well he can interact with his audience, and how quickly he can come up with stuff on the spot through what the audience is giving him.
Yeah.
It's fascinating just how quickly he can come up with stuff on the spot. It's really cool to see. I also like the fact that, like, every single time he finishes a conversation with an audience member, he always just finishes it by going, "Well, have a lovely life. Bye-bye."
Yeah.
Every single conversation he finishes, "Well, have a lovely life.
Bye-bye. You're never gonna see them again.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he sees them later on in the bar.
Who knows? I got here, a lot of his stand-up evolves around the gay community. Because he talks very what you would consider stereotypically camp. I suppose.
Very much so. Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Away from that.
Yeah, I'd imagine he had to deal with that a lot throughout childhood, teenage years, younger adult years.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
he just plays to it and uses it in his stand-up.
Yeah.
Incredibly well. Carry on.
A lot of people say that about comedians and stuff, isn't it? That sometimes they're it's like Tears of a Clown, isn't it? Like with Robin Williams and things like that. Like there's sometimes
they use their
weaknesses
as their strengths in stand-up.
So I think that's probably, you'll probably hit the nail on the head there. He probably did, use it as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, exactly. This leads me on to one of the things I loved in the live show, which was he asked audience members to tweet in gay puns for TV shows.
Yeah. And
I've got a few of my favourites here.
Okay,
they're great. We got the Big Wang Theory, Thomas the Wank Engine. Brilliant. Dongs of Praise.
Oh
my god. I mean, that's definitely sacrilegious, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to hell just uttering that sentence. That's it. I'm gone now. It was
We're
a nice.
going to hell for laughing at it.
Yeah. The Fresh Prince of Bel-End. And my personal favourite, Dick and Dom's Bungalow.
I can't think of any on the spot.
I was literally trying to think of some. I don't. Yeah.
I think when we saw him, he asked for like movie titles.
Yeah, he's asked for like different. From what I can understand in this live show, he's asked like different questions in different shows. So I
Yeah.
think he talked about one like landmarks, like I don't know.
Oh
but
right.
he
Oh
asked-
yeah, yeah.
He asked people to tweet in gay puns for landmarks,
oh my
basically.
God.
So I think Blackpool Tower was involved. I'm not
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
sure how, but you could probably put two and two together. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about him as well, is the fact that he incorporates like technology and like Twitter and email and things
it's
like that
mainly
into it.
Twitter from what I've and email. Obviously, he loves emailing people, which
because it's so anonymous.
Yes, we should probably talk about the car park
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
one, which was an email thing. Basically, long and short story is that he keeps getting parking fines,
Yeah.
and this parking fine was dedicated to him parking in a taxi rank. What was it? He emailed someone called Stephanie.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
About it.
Because if you ask for the if you ask to like,
Yeah, if you ask for evidence of it.
yeah, evidence that you weren't part, like then they have to show you it. Like,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
exactly.
Then you can argue against it.
So I think he threatened legal action.
Yeah.
And then got sent to a different department entirely. And then the photo evidence was sent towards him, which was a close-up of his car with obviously an angry taxi driver just spray-painted taxi rank onto
on
his
his
car.
But no evidence
But no
anywhere
evidence
else.
of it being an actual taxi rank. So he emails back going, "Oh, sorry, I can't reply right now. I'm on holiday in... I cannot
The
remember
Costa
where.
del Sol.
Costa del Sol," and then just attaches a photo of him holding up an A4 sheet of paper with Costa del Sol written on it.
and then they say like to change the fine, then you have to prove that your car wasn't parked in a taxi rank. And then he says, "Oh well, proof applied here. It was actually parked on the moon."
It's
And it
just
was-
his car with the moon spray painted on it. But what makes it even better is if you look through the window, you can see on the other side of the car the essence of taxi rank
taxi
spray
rank,
painted in the other side. So...
he's just, the thing is, he's so clever and he really does know his stuff.
Yeah.
Laura, like, you work in emails and stuff. Have you ever had any ridiculous emails you've had to answer or had to deal with?
Oh God.
That sounds like there's a list rather
There
than
is
a
a
few.
list that you've sprung that on me. There's always
Sorry.
people who it's not as exciting, but they always ask. They spend literally hundreds of pounds, right? And then they ask for a refund after they've already used it because they didn't get what they want.
Oh.
And that's always. I reckon we should have one day a year of like the purge, but you can say whatever you want in an email, just like customer support purge.
Can I do that in my bakery? Once a year, I can just
it
say
should be a
whatever
thing.
I want to the
I
customer.
think it should. Yeah, you know what? That would be great. And then, yeah, because I reckon maybe people wouldn't even go into shops that day.
No.
Because they'd be like, I
Yes.
don't want them to shout at me. You're the bastard who came in 5 minutes before closing last week and spent half an hour in the shop.
You're the one that told me that my crusty batch rolls were too crusty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god. See, I used to be a teacher, and so that's definitely a dangerous
Definitely.
game.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You'd be sending kids home traumatized.
I would. Yeah. And the parents, your child is a fucking nightmare. I hate your child. See you tomorrow.
Have a fun weekend.
Yeah. Have a nice life.
Have a nice life.
Bye.
Bye, hon.
Brilliant. What I also like about Joe Lycett is that he's always talking about his little side projects, and they all sound amazing. Like I've got here, he poked fun at Trump, which I appreciate.
yeah.
because everyone would appreciate that. He goes, I've got a little side project I'm going on. I'm trying to book Syrian refugees into Trump hotels. Brilliant. And he just plays it off so casually. It's like, it's just a little side project. It's fine.
Great.
It's great.
Just for fun.
He also is trying to fix the problem of ISIS.
Yeah.
And
via Grindr.
Via Grindr, yeah. Basically, he was like, why?
Excuse me.
I mean, it wouldn't be our podcast about that, really, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
So he tried to find the essence of like why someone would even consider joining ISIS, and he was like, well, maybe it's because they just haven't experienced love in their life. So he thought that he'd solve this problem by pretending to be an ISIS member on Grindr.
I love it. Lol, are you ISIS? Yes, death to the West. Oh, I know a really good drag queen called Alexandra Burka. You'd love her. I fucking love it.
I mean, through the conversations had, it clearly worked to some level.
My favourite, I think one of my favourite things he does, and I think it might be on this one, it's where he goes to the post office and he's going to hand in, those passport forms. And it's like, he had handed it in, and it was sort of, how long they take. We had to sort of get someone to witness a signature and then write it down and stuff.
Oh, yes, it was.
And then he had, so the guy, it was his doctor or something had written in it, and it had written doctor, but it had spelt wrong or something like that.
It's neighbour.
Neighbour, that's it.
And he'd missed the H.
Yeah, neighbour. He missed out the H, that's it. And then, yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
So he had turned around and he says, the woman's like, I'm really sorry, but they have misspelt it, so you are going to have
You're going to have to fill out the entire form again.
And he was like, what? No, it clearly says neighbour. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, but we cannot have any possibility there could be any confusion.
So and then so he turned up the weird dial.
Yeah. You've got to turn up the weird. You've got to turn up that's his thing. Is like, when someone's being stupid, just turn up the weird, and then they'll leave you alone. And this goes back to your thing, Laura, of being you should be able to do something like this one day a year, all the fucking time. He cares. And he turns around and he goes, oh no, sorry, no, she's not my neighbour. She's actually my doctor. She's misspelled doctor. And then the woman was like, what? Well, yeah, no, she's misspelled doctor. It's meant to spell say doctor. Well, no, well, it clearly says neighbour. Oh, does it? Fucking boom!
Roasted.
Take my form. Oh god, clever bastard.
I know, it's brilliant. Another one of his side projects that I desperately want him to follow through on and finish, because I'd watch it in a heartbeat, is writing a sitcom about gay pirates.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
He's only got two sentences so far. Where's your treasure? You are my treasure. And I want him to finish it now.
Yeah. Just for that line.
That's it. Finish it. It'd be great.
You have to think as well, some of these things, you're like, there's no way he'd do this.
But he would.
No, he would. And
and
watching
does.
his show, he actually goes out on the streets and stuff, and he does ridiculous stunts. And
that's what I've got. I've got here. He clearly uses Twitter as his main social media app. He uses it to include his audience, like we saw at the beginning when he was asking audience members to send him gay puns for TV shows.
Yeah.
But he just uses it a lot in his stand-up. He will involve his own tweets that he's put out and throw it up on a screen and use that as part of his joke. I've got one here where he just atted Starbucks UK going, FYI, I'm not one of your I'm on your customers only Wi-Fi, but I'm actually next door in Strada having a Prosecco and I don't give a shit. And then the follow-up tweet for that was just him with a glass of Prosecco on the outside bit with Starbucks right there and Strada right there, and him just going, fucking got them again!
I like the one that's struggling to cope. The kid, well, I want an avocado and smash. Oh, with a poached egg. Oh, we don't do the poached egg anymore. The kitchen was struggling to cope. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's like, oh, when I think of such struggling to cope, I think of like a single mum like working like 3 jobs and doing an open university degree. I don't think of poaching an egg.
So what he did was he atted him. He atted him in a tweet of a photo of him poaching an egg in his kitchen with like a really sad face, just going, "I'm struggling to cope."
Beautiful.
I also absolutely love his satire takes on inspirational quotes.
Oh yes.
Because he hates the inspirational quotes, you know, the typical ones you see on Instagram and blah blah blah. So he's just come up with a few of his own, and they're brilliant. I've got here: life is full of living. If you're not living, you're dead. Another good one is: in science, a negative attracts a positive, which is why I think you're a twat.
Oh man.
And possibly one of my favourites was: life is like a box of chocolates. It doesn't last that long if you're fat.
Oh no.
Oh my
Which
god.
is just... Oh, it's right on that edge. Isn't it?
It is,
Yeah.
but he just gets away with it.
He
doesn't
manages to pull it off quite well. I forgot what he finishes with, but I think it's another email.
Yes,
Pirate
it's a
to do
really
with a scam?
It's a really
Yeah.
nice one.
It's to do with a scam, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a scam, and he it basically, I can't remember the entire thing, but yeah, basically the scammer, he actually turns around to him. He's like, "Look, no, this is a scam. Like, you need to, sort yourself out and stop scamming people, like my friend." And then the guy emailed him back and was like, I apologize, and I'll try and turn my life around.
Yep.
And it's like, he was like, "Success, well done, we did it." We I mean, it could be bullshitting, but it seemed quite sincere.
It seemed pretty sincere.
It
It didn't seem to deviate from like the rest of his stuff that you've seen is actually true on Twitter and stuff like that. So I'm willing to say that's probably pretty spot on.
So, would you go and see him live, Saul?
Yeah, I would. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a lot of good fun. A lot of fun.
Well, the thing is, he's like I say, he's fairly new. Well, not new. Like, I mean, he's obviously, like I say, he's getting bigger.
Fairly new in the limelight.
And I think, to be honest, it's probably the best time to see him, really, because he's doing smaller venues. It's not like if you go see Eddie Izzard or Peter Kay or anything.
Yeah, I did notice it at the very beginning of the DVD, like the audience coming in, and I was like, that's a pretty small theatre.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him at Junction at the Junction in Cambridge. There's a smaller Junction.
Yeah,
it's not the big one.
Yeah.
And then I saw him again in Cambridge in in a tent.
Jeez.
And it was brilliant. It was really great. We were like second row or something like that. It was awesome.
Nice.
Really nice.
I also like the fact that in the only thing in the bonus features is he had an interview conducted by Sarah Millican.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
They're really good friends.
Yeah.
Cool. So you'd recommend then?
Yeah, I definitely recommend, without a doubt. Yeah.
Well, there you go. I can't remember the other DVD now, but we can have a look at it.
It won't have as good a name as That's the Way. Joe Lycett. He hit his peak right at the word go, really, didn't he?
Nice. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Laura, any favourite comedians?
Comedians? Do you know what? I always love Lee Evans. Like, he's so mad. And
He's
I would
so
always
energetic as well.
I think I've watched one of his DVDs like a million times. It just makes me laugh every time. He's so good.
I used to watch him so much. Yeah, it's one I always forget about Lee Evans.
I went to see him at Cambridge. I can't remember where I saw him. About a couple of years ago, and he was testing for his live shows.
Oh, nice.
And so it was like he would say a joke, he'd be like, "Oh wait, scrap that, you didn't laugh." Like, they're always fun ones. They're like more casual.
Yeah. I think I saw.
Yeah, I've seen Michael McIntyre do a warm-up show where he's testing stuff out. That was brilliant fun. I think that's up
when
in
I saw
Oxford.
Bill Bailey, I was at the Junction as well, and he was it was a warm-up for like his DVD recording, and that was really cool because I spoke to him as well during the show, which was really cool.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying. Yeah.
It was really awesome. He was like, he asked like if anyone was in a band, whatever, and like and it was like, he asked me what band I was in and like what music I played. It's like, it was really cool. He was a really nice guy. I've had a couple of times with that with comedians.
I-
Ross Noble actually made the entire show out of me at one point when we went to him in Cambridge. It was brilliant. He talked about how I was a goth and like how I had like zips on my trousers, and he said, "Is that so you can shit in graveyards a bit easier?" Like, and he went on and on about like how goths shitting in graveyards and things like that. And then like after a while, he said like to me, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" And at this point, I was working with children in nurseries, and so I turned around, I was like, I work in a nursery. And he goes, "You work in a nursery?" He was like, "What, with plants?" Like, with kids? I was like, "With children." He's like, "With children? What is that called then? What's that job then? What's the job title?" "Nursery practitioner." He's like, "So you're a gothic nursery practitioner?" He was like, "Who shits in graveyards?"
Fantastic.
It was amazing, and there were loads of people in the audience that knew. It was like, "No, that's Adz. That's Adz. That's Adam. It's got to be. Who else do we know that works in a nursery and is gothy?" Like, yeah, brilliant. Sorry, Saul, I jumped on your point there.
That's fine. I forgot what my point was now.
Oh well. It couldn't have been important.
I think I've also been part of the live audience in one of Russell Howard's Good News episodes, and that was really good fun. That was the first time I got introduced to Daniel Sloss as well, because he was there. He was the sort of extra stand-up comedian that he usually brings on
put
after.
it on at the end.
So that was the first time I'd seen Daniel Sloss too, and then I was a massive fan of Daniel Sloss after that as well.
What do you think is your favourite comedian you've seen? Have you seen many, Laura, or is it just Lee Evans?
Live, only Lee Evans, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always ones like Michael McIntyre are really good, but I always found Lee Evans, he always did voices as well, and I just love it.
I loved that classic one where he did Bohemian Rhapsody and stuff like at the end of the shows and stuff. Like that. He's so fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, my favourite I've seen live is obviously Eddie Izzard. I've said that in previous.
Oh yeah.
But a very, 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 very close second is Dara O'Brien, who I saw in Cambridge, and he was fantastic.
Yeah. I think Ross Noble is probably my favourite one. Like the first time I saw him, like I literally I thought I was gonna die. I actually have never laughed so hard in all my life. It was doing one bit about how excuse me. That beer's really gassy, Jesus. Fucking hell.
Rude. We're gonna have to stick a filter on this audio. Apparently.
Apparently so. He was talking about how Ross Noble was talking about how like there should be I can't even remember. You know, he just goes on tangents, and it was something like
he
was
always
doing
does.
It was a thing about Bruce Forsyth or something, and he was like, if they ever did a show about killing a zombie, then like it'd be the catchphrase would be "sever the spine and you'll be fine." Sever the spine and you'll be fine.
Isn't Ross Noble the one that went, "Are you going ah or ah?"
No,
is that Ross Noble?
No,
that's not. No, that's who was that?
That's
Mickey
Flanagan.
That's the
Mickey
one.
Flanagan. Yeah.
Who's also great.
Yeah,
I like
he's
his
funny.
Tangents. He often goes off on huge bloody tangents.
There's a new comedian I've just gotten into called Beck Hill, and she's like quite a sort of small. She is quite small, but she's just gone viral with a it's like misheard song lyrics, but for like food.
Okay.
And like, but she does like flip charts, and like so she'll like it's like almost like a pop up thing, and like she'll flip the chart, and then like she can like pull on a tab, and then it makes like the thing move, and it's all paper and shit, like, and it's so good. Like, I definitely would recommend looking up Beck Hill because she is fun, like really clever. Like it wasn't laugh out loud hilarious, but it was just really clever. And yeah, she's gone like viral with this thing. It's like over like 20 million views.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, it's really good. I'll show you later.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
No,
it's
you
like,
explained it.
yeah. It's there was like, how does it start? I wanna hold your ham.
Yes.
I wanna hold your ham. And like
What's the last one? It gets bigger and bigger. It's like a bowl of. I can't remember what it is now.
Oh god, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh shit. Oh no, what have you done?
I don't know. We can look it up after. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you guys need to go and look at it. It's really
Yeah.
fun, really funny. But yeah, she's doing a show in Edinburgh, which is what I was like. Oh man, I've just missed out on her tour. But yeah, she looks really good. Like, and there's so many good. Like 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown is fantastic for finding new comedians as well.
It's
like
so
there's
good.
so many small ones on there because that like especially the really really bizarre ones. Like that you wouldn't necessarily watch a stand-up show of because they're just so bizarre. Like it's hilarious.
Well, there we go. We've given you a whole load of comedians to go look up,
Yeah.
but you should especially go and look up Joe Lycett because he's great.
Definitely. Oh, and by the way, it's the second DVD is called I'm About to Lose Control, and I think Joe Lycett.
Oh, that's good. That's also really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's he going to do for the third one?
Right. He didn't take the day off after he thought of that title as well.
No.
That's so good. I thought I'd take the day off.
Yeah, I said, take the day off. Take the day off, Joe. I've looked for his necklace as well. You know, the necklace he's got is like a trumpet.
The toot your own horn necklace? Yeah.
It's so expensive. It's like £100.
Yeah, I can imagine. That was he used that money for his shit show in Wigan, didn't he?
Yeah. Got myself a treat. Lovely. Right, let us move on.
Indeed.
So yeah, introduce the next one, Solomon.
Well, I, to Adam's massive displeasure on the podcast last time, handed him a Star Wars story, the Solo movie, which, as we all know, we heard mass amount of horror stories about in production. It went from everything to, we're no longer having these directors anymore, we're bringing someone else in, we're completely rewriting it up, and we're having someone come in to teach the main actor how to act.
Oh my lord.
So yeah, but all that being said, I do think it's a watchable movie, at least. What have I got here? Young Han Solo finds adventure when he joins forces with a gang of galactic smugglers and a 190-year-old Wookiee named Chewbacca. Indebted to gangster Dryden Voss, the crew devises a daring plan to travel to the mining planet Cassel to steal a bunch of valuable coaxium. Coaxium? Coaxium sounds less rude.
It's coaxium.
Oh yeah, you've just seen a movie.
Yeah.
Funny that.
They only say it throughout the entire film.
So this was released 25th of May 2018. I missed a trip that they should have released it on the 4th of May.
Yes. They should have done that.
Their loss, I
There we
suppose.
go.
So, Solo movie.
Well,
actually, to be fair, it's got a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, from what I can see. Do you think it matches that score, Adam?
Right. Well, I'm definitely having this up. I did actually really like it.
I told you.
I really wanted to hate it.
Right,
I
that's
really
the thing.
wanted to hate
I
it.
told you when I handed it to you, like, it absolutely didn't need to be made, but it's a decent watch.
Yeah. The thing is, like, prequels are a tough one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, watching it, what the outcome's going to be. Like, it doesn't matter what, like, you think will happen. Like,
you already know.
As soon as, like, Han and, like, that you know, whatever her name is, that girl turn up, I'm like, well, she's either dead or going to be an asshole. Like, Laura, before we start, like, Laura, are you massively a Star Wars person? Is this something that you're
It's not a nostalgic thing for me because I didn't watch it when I was younger, so I watched it much later. So it's sort of just it's still enjoyable. I like it, but it's not.
But like, I mean, should we avoid spoilers or?
Oh
like,
no, you go for
first?
it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You're not that into it that you're like, oh no,
Yeah,
spoilers.
go for it.
Okay, well, there might be some spoilers if you haven't seen it, but to be honest, like, it's not.
It's sort of exactly what you probably think it's going to be.
You know, like, well, as soon as you see, well, that person's a dickhead, like, that person's like going to be evil, then it's like, well, yeah, like, duh.
Also, another thing with prequels as well is, like, anytime you see Han or Chewie in danger, it doesn't feel quite as bad because you're like, well,
they'll be fine.
I mean, they're obviously going to be fine.
I don't think they do that as much, though. I feel like that.
No.
I don't really feel like that they're ever in that much danger.
Not really. No.
Like, and I think maybe they've done that on purpose because, like, well, they know that they're not going to be.
Yes.
But then at the same time,
they're in danger from stormtroopers who, as we all know, can't aim for shit.
can't aim. Yeah. And also all the side characters that we've never seen in any other Star Wars film. It's like, well, I know they're not going to make it out of this one, so why should I be invested in them?
Yeah.
It's not like when you're watching, like, the newer Star Wars when Solo's in it, and you're like, you know, when, you know, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the first, Force Awakens. When fucking Kylo kills him.
Yeah.
It's like, that was like, oh my god! But like, so like when when Woody Harrelson's wife dies,
yeah,
I was like, oh well, great, I suppose. And like
Sucks
when the
to be
robot died, I'm like, great, okay. That, I mean, yeah, she's all right. So yeah, I didn't really get that much. I'm not that bothered. Do you know what I mean?
And I kind of think they knew that. Like, I don't know. This doesn't feel as like high quality as your normal Star Wars film would feel. Not even compared to Rogue One, which was another Star Wars story and not an actual main line in the episodes. I kind of feel like they just had a bit of fun with this. Like, I think they knew, like, people don't really need to like know this story. They probably already know it through comics and what have you. Let's just try and make it just your typical throw some popcorn in your mouth action type thing.
Do you want to hear my unpopular opinion?
Go for it.
I think I preferred this to Rogue One.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very unpopular.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think it kind of just grabbed me a bit more, like the action sequences and things. Like the action in this is so good. Like, I mean, the
action in
space
it is
chasing,
really good.
Oh my god! Like it definitely like hooked me, and I was definitely like, oh yes, like come on, where they did stuff, and you know, I just didn't with Rogue One. I really did not like the lead.
That's fair enough. I think
that, now granted, this guy, when I first saw him, I was like, fucking hell, like this guy cannot. When I saw the trailers, I was like, I do not want to see this film. He cannot do it. It cannot. But the thing is, the more I thought about it, it's like, but you're up against Harrison Ford.
Yeah, exactly.
Who literally created the character. Of course, you're not going to do as good a job. Of course, another problem with sequels or prequels.
Yeah, but I think he did a perfectly serviceable job for the movie.
Definitely. Yeah, like I said, I didn't do many notes, but I'll just quickly see if there's anything else, like...
I was going to say, I definitely preferred Rogue One personally, but I think that's because the story hooked me way more, and I'm a sucker for my stories, and I always wanted... Ever since... that line was uttered in the original movie of like, these plans for the Death Star were really fucking difficult to get hold of and many people died. I've always been like, I kind of want to see that. I want to know how that went down. And I got to see that, and that was personally really cool for me. And I think that's a lot of the reason why I put Rogue One ahead of the Solo movie, without doubt. But, you know,
I think there's more reason to do Rogue One than there would have been to do Solo.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they don't do anything like Obi-Wan or anything like that. Like,
there's been talks of an Obi-Wan movie in the works. There's also been talks of a Boba Fett movie, which could work. I'd kind of like to know more about him.
I think Boba Fett, there's Boba Fett is like, I don't know I don't know how to give that much of a shit about Boba Fett.
I think the Kenobi movie, I think the idea was to see like what he did in between the prequels and the other, which just sounds boring as hell to me.
Yeah,
I lived in a desert for a bit, and
he's
he's
mysterious, and I like that, you know. And I think you need to know the ins and outs of every fucking character and exactly what they did, and like I think that's maybe that's Elsie screaming.
There's your cameo from Elsie. There it is.
Yeah, it's kind of the same with Solo as well. Like, it definitely wasn't needed, but I did enjoy it.
Wasn't needed, but.
Alright, so I'll tell you a bit that kind of like wound me up a little bit.
Okay.
And I think I'm glad I sort of persevered after this scene, because I was a bit like, oh my fucking god, really? And it's the bit where they chucked him in with the Beast. And as soon as they did that, I was like, well, it's Chewbacca.
Well, it's Chewbacca. Obviously, it's Chewbacca.
Obviously, it is. I'm like, you're right. And then like he's in the mud, and he goes like, ugh! And I was like, please, for the love of fucking Christ, please do not let it be like that he was gurgling on mud and then Chewbacca was like, oh, you speak Wookiee, give me a hug, we're friends now. I was like, please don't fucking do that to me. I will literally lose. I'll turn this film off. I will fucking turn it off. And then obviously then he was like, Chewbacca was like, oh! And he was like, yeah, I speak a bit of Wookiee. You know, speaks a little bit back to him, but it's a bit shit. And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, even then I was a bit like, but why do you speak fucking Wookiee? Like that
Where's
seems a
that?
bit too fucking convenient.
Oh no, that's in the prequel's prequel.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
It's in the works, you know.
Yeah. When he's in the orphanage, or whatever, he he's has a Wookiee friend, and I was like, it's so like. But then I was like, actually, to be fair, it does make sense that he'd speak Wookiee because obviously in the later films, he can understand what Chewie is saying.
Yeah.
But for me, I was a bit like, I kind of figured that he picked that up
From
along
Chewbacca.
the way from talking to Chewbacca, and I felt that was a bit more special, like for their friendship. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it just felt like that. I was a bit like, oh, okay, he knew it beforehand. That just seems a bit. It's so ridiculous that I find it less believable that he learned Wookiee like before, like years ago, than like learning it like on the road with Chewbacca. Like but I feel like but it's a fucking land with like bloody talking bears. Like, you know, what's realistic? You know, I don't know. Like, so a bit for me was a bit like, okay, but I liked it because it did. Their bond was it made sense why they made that bond, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I like that. That's okay. That works for me. And you know, I thought that I kind of figured that Chewie was going to run away quite sharpish, but obviously he's like ridiculously like loyal for whatever reason. Yeah,
it definitely shows just how loyal Wookiees are.
Yeah,
in that if they are owed a life debt, then they stick to that life debt.
Yeah. I liked them. I did like their dynamic. It was just so weird because he's basically a walking carpet.
Yep.
But like, yeah. I mean, also you could tell that it wasn't the fucking original actor though.
No.
You could definitely tell the way that he was moving. I was like, I mean, I suppose he's younger, isn't he? So I suppose it makes sense. But like, yeah, he was moving way too quickly for Chewbacca, like way too quickly.
Yeah, he's really got a spring in his step.
Yeah, fucking hell. Where was this? Where was this in the
again,
fucking?
According to the wiki there as well, he's already 109 years old at that stage.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
You
can shift.
Shit. Yeah. Woody Harrelson I loved. I fucking love Woody Harrelson.
Mm-hmm.
I bloody love him. He's great. Zombieland 2 trailer came out the other day.
Can't wait.
Speaking of.
Can't wait. Isn't it called Double Tap?
Yeah, it is.
It
Yeah.
is.
Of course it is. And yeah, like I can't really think of it. Oh yeah. So jumping ahead.
Yeah.
Again, spoilers. The one thing that did upset me with the fact that it didn't do very well, although 70% on Rotten Tomatoes is not too bad. What did it do, like, in box office wise? Did it do okay, or?
I'm not too sure. I would imagine it didn't do great because I'm a massive Star Wars fan and I did not watch this in the cinema. I waited till it came out on Blu-ray.
I think the trailers did not do it very well.
No.
Do justice at all. Oh, you know what? I hated fucking Donald Glover.
Really?
Yeah, I honestly
quite
thought I
liked
was
him.
going to like him, but I really did. I found him really annoying. And I never really liked Lando Calrissian anyway. I thought it was a bit up his own arse. Especially the fact that he turns up into the Millennium Falcon and is like, I'm going to fucking pilot it now, and I'm going to wear Han's clothes. I don't know, I felt it really weird. But maybe that's because I'm not a massive Star Wars geek, I suppose. Like, but yeah, I never liked it. But I really thought I was going to like Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian, but I really didn't. Are you okay, Laura?
I'm good, thank you.
Just listening.
I'm learning a lot.
Okay. There'll be more stuff to do for you in the next bit, I promise. I feel really bad. You got a drink though, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorted.
You got
I
some
got my drink.
cider?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dark fruits.
I didn't know. I thought you could see.
No, I couldn't. I didn't know what it was. I've never seen that one before.
Oh, speaking of drink, can you pass the bottle opener?
Yeah. Oh my god, you go through that one quick, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So jump into the end.
Mm-hmm.
There was anything else I really need to touch upon? Any other characters or anything? Robot was okay. She wasn't hilarious or anything.
Wasn't that the one? Was she the one starting the revolution?
Yeah.
That was the robot revolution. I did find like quite a funny thing.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't. She wasn't my favorite. Like, she's definitely not the robot from Rogue One.
Oh no, he's the best every time.
Fantastic.
You get to meet the robot from Rogue One in last year. I did a special VR experience in London.
yeah.
Star Wars, like Shadow of something, and it's like a proper VR experience where you're given an arena in VR, so you physically walk around everywhere, and you are playing a stormtrooper going undercover to retrieve like one of the first lightsabers ever in existence.
That's cool.
And he's your guide throughout the entire thing.
Oh,
it's
that's awesome.
really cool. It's good fun.
Yeah, so sorry, jumping to the end. One thing I am a little bit disappointed that it didn't do very well potentially is that I don't know whether they'll end up doing it. Are they doing a sequel?
I haven't heard of it in the works.
Because the end kind of alluded to a sequel, and the reason why I want it is because one of my favourite characters.
Yeah, I was talking
Darth
to Laura
Maul.
about this on the train on the way in.
Darth Maul was there. I was like, are you...
Yeah, didn't I say, like, there's a cameo
Are
in
you
it that
fucking
you might
kidding me?
appreciate it.
I was like, oh my god. Because literally, like, Darth Maul was one of the best parts of the fucking first three.
Without a doubt.
100%.
The
I
pod
mean,
racing
behind
was
Jar
also
Jar.
really good fun.
I'm
I
joking.
I just clocked
joking.
onto that.
I'm joking.
He's not. I can see it in his face.
No. Darth Maul. I was
Yep.
like, oh my god. And
Uh-huh.
his fucking robot legs. Like, I was like, oh no, the film didn't do very well. I want more Darth Maul. Although he spoke a bit too much for me. I'm like, no, Darth Maul.
I've got the figures here and they're all too big for me to read out coherently, so I'm just going to pass you the phone and you
Okay.
can decipher for yourself.
Okay. Domestic to...
They're very big
what is it?
numbers.
213767512. I don't fucking
It just
know.
sounds like you're reading out code, to be honest.
It does. I don't know whether it did all right or not. I don't know.
I don't think it would have done as well as
No.
possibly Rogue
I think
One
it definitely is
or-
probably one of the least.
And I
watched
think,
ones.
honestly, I think a lot of that stems from how much problems the public knew was going on with the film.
Yeah. Also, I think the trailers are shit as well.
Yeah,
To be honest.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I was genuinely surprised. I did actually really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah, like I say, it definitely didn't need to be made, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it and I'm in an RN, then and if you like Star Wars, then go and have a look.
Yeah.
Like you'll definitely get something out of it.
I don't think we spoiled too much, to be honest with you.
Nah.
No,
I mean, the Darth Maul bit isn't
No.
exactly like a massive spoiler. It's just a nice little
it's just a nice little cameo.
cameo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not too much spoilers. I haven't given anybody many big pop points or anything.
What do you
Apart from
think,
them
Laura?
two.
Has it made you want to possibly check it out?
I'll watch it. Sounds, if you liked it more than Rogue One. I watched Rogue One, but I watched it so long ago I couldn't remember
I
what
just
it
felt
was
like there was
about.
Bit more action than Rogue
Yeah.
One, to be honest.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of your action, then yeah, I'd recommend it for anyone who is a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And I don't
be
think he was
honest
that
with you.
bad as a Han Solo,
No.
really. He definitely got off. You know what else I hated? Sorry. Him coming up with his fucking name.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
Han, what's your name? Han? And he's like, Han what? And he's like, who? He's like, well, who are your people? He's like, I don't know. Okay, well then I'll call you
Han Solo.
Solo.
Yeah.
Han Solo, because you're on your own solo. You get it? Han Solo. I'm like,
Ha,
you know
ha,
what?
ha.
Not everything needs a fucking
Explanation.
It's like, oh my god. It's like, I liked the handing over of the gun. That was cool, you know,
Yeah.
and like, but not everything. Like, I don't need to know how he got his fucking name. He was just born with it, okay? Hey, why called Skywalker? Well, because one day I was going across a bridge, and oh no, the bridge has collapsed, so I had to walk across the sky, and that's why I'm called Skywalker. Like, no, you don't just that's his name, okay?
Hey, don't worry. In the prequel, you'll work out what his real second name was. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, silly things like that. I'm like, it's just not needed, and that's why why prequels are fucking stupid sometimes. Sometimes they work, but not all the time. Can you think of any prequels have you seen any prequels that have worked?
Oh,
the
not
top of your
anything that immediately springs to mind. No.
I can only think of shit ones like Monsters University. That was fucking awful.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
Useless, ridiculous, waste of time. I can't think of any good ones now. I'm sure there are.
We'll think of some as soon as
Tweet
we stop
some at us.
recording. Yeah.
At us. Let's talk PS1 on Twitter.
Nice plug.
Yeah. I know, right? We never do that during. It's great.
We always remember we have a Twitter right at the end. It's like,
Right,
oh, yeah.
Is Laura thinking now? Are you thinking of any prequels?
Oh yeah, I was trying to think of one. I don't know. I can only think of Tomb Raider. I quite enjoyed that.
Tomb Raider.
I don't know if
What,
it was
the video game or?
No,
or
the film.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's actually a prequel to the Angelina Jolie ones or not, or if it was just a standalone thing. But
Is that a
I
new
enjoyed
one?
It.
Is that the
Yes.
new one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one.
No, neither have
Is
I.
it any good?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Better than Angelina Jolie.
To be fair, the
Couldn't compare.
the prequel for the game as well, when they remade it, I enjoyed quite a lot as well. So
Isn't there in Tomb Raider 2 you go back as Lara as a teenager at one point, or is that Tomb Raider 3? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a sequence in one of the games.
I don't know my
where-
Tomb Raider lore all of that well, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I never played it, but I had a book about Tomb Raider. I'd read that, and that was one of the things. Was like you went back as Lara when she was just one of the earlier ones, and so I suppose that's a prequel, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's definitely prequel games as well, which have worked out
I
pretty
think
well.
prequel games have worked out a lot better than prequel movies,
Yeah,
without doubt.
definitely.
Red Dead 2, for instance, apparently a lot better than Red Dead 1.
Oh,
But
really?
I don't know
But
that because I've never played either.
1 is pretty damn good. Have you played Red Dead yet, Laura?
I played Red Dead 2. I love Red Dead 1, and I stopped playing the second one because it was too big and I couldn't be bothered.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just like...
it's daunting, isn't it, when
Yeah.
it gets that big?
That's it. That's the thing. I don't have enough time for it.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
From what I can understand from a lot of people who've played it, like it's almost overwhelmingly
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Like it's good, but that's a fault with it that there's too much going on for
Yeah.
you to be able to just sit back and enjoy playing it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So we've talked about this a lot on the podcast, like
Mm.
this idea of either a linear game or open world game,
And we both prefer linear
just
because that
of
means
the
we can
time
then actually
element.
finish a
Yes.
game.
Yeah.
When I was younger, open world, but now it's linear.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
So even if I go back to play an open world game like Oblivion or Skyrim, I just go back to the places I know because I want to play those bits again
Yeah.
and I know where they're going. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's too much to explore.
We play Skyrim very differently, me and you.
No, I know. I can't believe Saul is still playing Skyrim and he hasn't even touched any of the quests.
No, I just keep going to
Can
all
you
the
believe that,
caves
Laura?
and exploring
How have
everywhere.
you... How?
I just explore everywhere.
He just goes around to the
especially
caves.
because I've got it in VR, so I play it primarily in VR. So I'm just walking around.
Yeah,
going,
that's
this
what-
is great.
But the thing is though, like what? So like, say like if you go into a cave, that's obviously for a mission, for a quest. Are you not going to have to go back to that fucking cave, that thing, with it,
Yes.
and go and get all the stuff? Like, so aren't you just doing double the work?
I make that mistake a lot.
I just store all of them items that I think are important in a chest in my house.
Oh,
and
so
then
you
when
still
I
get the
eventually-
items?
Yeah,
They're
and then
still there.
when I eventually get when I go, oh, we need you to bring this and this. I'm like, yeah, mate, it's in my house. It's fine. I'll go get it. I'll be
But
back
does
in
that
like
not-
5
But
minutes.
is that not like? See, that's the difference, like, because that kind of takes a role playing out of it for me as well. Like, I'd hate that because it's like, oh, now I'm gonna go on an epic quest to go and find this thing in the cave, and it's like, I've come back with this. But if it's like, no, got it, mate. Here you go.
No, mate, I like to think that I'm just, like, amazing to every NPC in that game because I like to think that they're all, like, talking behind my back going, this guy's amazing. You just ask him for something and he's just got it in his house. It's like, I don't know how he does it.
Oh, dear. Get onto the fucking quest, though, man. Seriously.
I should get onto the quest at
Get
some
onto
point.
some quests.
But,
Not even the main quest. I do the fucking Brotherhood at least. Or the, oh, no. Yeah, do the Brotherhood, but also do the... What's the Fighters Guild called in this? The Companions. That's really good. That's a good quest line.
Yes.
Remember the
I think
remember that
it's
one?
them.
The one where you get like a special thing at the end. I don't want to say what it is. You'll ruin
That's the
it.
thing. Like,
Ruined.
I could probably do them quests quite easily now because I'm probably overpowered for it all.
Yeah. Do the monsters not level up with you though?
Oh,
Is that
they
not how it works?
might.
They used to in Oblivion.
They definitely
used
did
to
in
level up with
Oblivion.
you.
I know that because they basically broke the game trying to make that a thing.
And then guards are always 10 levels above you as
Mhm.
well. So it's harder for you to actually escape the guards.
So what you're saying is, in fact, I've just made the game probably
Harder.
10 times harder for myself, and
Yeah.
therefore I'm
Yeah.
probably never going to do the quests.
Correct.
Yep.
Also, like dragons, Saul.
Yeah.
You can meet dragons and speak to them if you actually go and fucking do the quests.
Yeah, but why?
Imagine that in VR.
Why
Saul.
do that when I can just harvest their bones?
Yeah, but you can go and speak to a dragon, and you can literally like sit and you can have a look at a dragon like full up. No, fucking do the quests.
Yeah, but
We're moving on, Saul.
I'm going to be talking to the
We're
dragon.
moving on. We're at
and
54 minutes.
The whole time I'm going to be
No.
like, yeah, but them bones though.
Them bones, them dragon bones. No, we're moving on. We got a game.
Yay!
So, I literally came up with this like a couple of days ago, and then I changed my mind, and I've sort of changed it a little bit. So what we've got is we've got a box full of a pot full of like characters, so video game characters, TV, movie characters.
Yeah.
And we've got a box of like scenarios or questions. They're all sort of different. It's just all, it's you know, like I don't fucking know. This episode's a shambles. Okay, but it's fine.
Isn't that our podcast, Adam?
Yeah, basically. So what I'm gonna do is if we do the scenario first, and because the scenario tells you how many characters you need to pull out.
Do you remember which box is which?
No. This one's the first one, right?
Okay.
So you might have to get me to read them out because my handwriting's fucking awful.
Well, we'll try. It'll be
ASMR,
hilarious.
Oh yeah, you hear that? That's ASMR.
Are we doing this one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time. Yeah, do one at a time. We can all sort of get involved in the conversation. Who wants to go first? Go on, Saul.
Okay.
No, Laura, because she's a guest.
No pressure or anything.
If you can't read it, then
This
shout.
one says draw 4. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Maybe not the right one.
Draw
Or is it?
4.
Draw 4. Yeah.
First two are on a team. Who would win in a fight?
Okay. Yeah. So like,
Okay.
there's like 2 teams of 2.
Okay.
Okay. So how about if we all draw 1 each, and then Laura, you can draw 2.
Right. Okay.
But don't look at it yet.
So Laura has a complete team, and then we'll have another team combined.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So on Laura's team. Who have you
Okay. Here we have on the red team. Oh, Han Solo.
got? Oh.
Which is there we go, Han Solo, and a white run guard from Skyrim.
Oh my god.
That's so relevant. Okay, well we know the guard is 10 levels above everyone else, so
That's true.
I think we're good here. But who's
But
on?
he did take an arrow to the knee, so
He did.
did.
Oh dear. Do you know
Yeah.
Do you know that that's actually an allegory for getting married?
Oh, is
I
it?
did hear that.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah.
now because it means that you've got down on one knee, so that's why he doesn't go out adventuring anymore because he's married and he's got a wife and kids at home. Go. I've just seen mine.
God.
Go on, Saul. You go
Go.
first. You go
So
first.
I've got Groot.
Groot. Okay.
Oh.
All right. I've got Peter Griffin.
So we've got Peter Griffin and Groot on one team,
Yeah, come on, Groot. Let's kick these guys in the
That's
asses.
pretty good.
and a Skyrim guard and Han Solo on the other.
Do you reckon Han Solo can speak Groot? Did he learn that?
Ooh. Maybe. I mean, if he can
Yeah, I
speak
think he can.
Wookiee, I'm fairly certain he can at least understand Groot-ish.
I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, see, that's interesting, right? Because I reckon that out of all of them, Groot is probably the most powerful.
I
Yeah,
think he
I
is.
think so.
But then he's up against Peter Griffin, and would Peter Griffin just fucking distract him?
No, we just sit in a corner and drink.
Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you, White Run God! You don't know anything! You don't wanna... No lollygagging.
He would solely rely on Groot to be his protection while he just hurled abuse at them.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously Han Solo is pretty badass but yeah, I don't
But,
think...
you know, his son
Yeah.
kills him, so...
Yeah. I think
Groot. Groot by himself.
Groot... Yeah,
I think Groot by
would.
himself could probably hand everyone's ass to them on a silver platter,
Although-
including Peter Griffin's, because I'm sure Peter Griffin would just wind him up silly. In the
Oh,
end.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, you have seen... Peter Griffin can throw a punch. Like, I mean, especially if it's against a chicken. He could
That is true.
He could
That is
definitely
true.
throw a punch.
But there isn't a chicken on the other team, so maybe it's just purely chickens, and he just like goes into
Yeah.
Super Saiyan mode.
Who would fight? Yeah, that's it. You know, as long as none of them like have a chicken with him, like the White Run Guard has like bought one of the chickens.
Oh man, it's a good job Link wasn't part of the other team. That was...
That'll be it. Right, go on then, Saul. Next
Scenario
category, whatever it is, whatever it may be. Yeah.
I should have got that ASMR of the
Yeah,
rustling on
rustling,
the.
I don't know what that was. Can you read it?
Yeah, I'm tempted to pick another one though because it's who would win in a fight.
Oh fucking hell!
Shall I
How
pick
many of
another
those?
one?
No, it's fine. No, it's
No?
fine because I basically every scenario should. If we get through them all, then we'll have enough. Like, so they won't. All the characters will get through them.
Sweet.
So, if me and Laura pick a card each, I suppose,
for it.
There you go. I pick
And
one.
I'll cast judgment. I'll judge you all.
Okay. So I have got Lara Croft.
Oh.
I've got Gollum.
I mean,
It depends. Does Lara Croft have a ring on her finger at all?
Yeah.
oh,
Because if she does,
yeah.
that finger's being removed
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
quickly.
I mean, she's got guns.
True.
She does, but if they're in a cave, he's pretty slimy.
Yeah, he is. He could definitely put up a good fight.
It could
but
probably trick her with riddles as well.
yeah.
Yep.
Lara's gone up
diff-
against a fucking T-Rex, okay,
Yeah.
with fucking pistols.
She would probably. She's got some serious plot armor. I think she'd probably win that one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that. Yeah.
I think that's a slam dunk, Lara.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Although I reckon Smeagol would definitely give her a run for her money.
Yeah, she might lose a couple of fingers, but
Yeah, he'd do his whole. Oh, please don't hurt me. His two. Yeah.
Please,
but you know.
don't shoot, precious.
But how well do you think that'll run against someone who will quite handily just shoot any wildlife she comes into contact with and
A
smash
fucking
every
bat. Bang,
single
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
smash every single precious artifact that she ever comes across?
Yeah,
I don't think Gollum stands much of a chance, to be honest with you.
No.
Well,
Can you imagine if he had met her after she, like, if she'd accidentally, if you stand on the hand, then you turn into gold.
yeah.
Like, if he had met her after that, like,
My precious! Forget the ring.
It just touched the hand.
Tosses it aside.
Yeah.
to be fair, we're getting a bit confused here because Gollum doesn't like it because it's gold. He likes it because it's got like almighty power and like like it's a little bit different. It's just not just because it's shiny. That'd be a really shitty film, wouldn't it? Like it's fucking awesome. This ring is so shiny.
Ooh.
Oh my god! Right, my turn for something in the. So there'll be no more fight ones now. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I don't
Next
know
question.
anyway.
Who would win in a fight?
Fight, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking when I put this one in. Fuck, marry, kill. So draw 3 cards.
As in like one each.
We'll draw one
Yeah,
each,
yeah. So, I mean, with the fuck, marry, kill, I think I normally say, like, with marry, it's that you spend a long time
The
living
rest-
with them,
yeah.
with your basically the rest of your life. Maybe a little bit of kissing and stuff, not necessarily sex. You don't have to have sex with them if you don't want to. Fucking, you fuck once and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then kill, obviously, you fucking
Pretty
kill
self-explanatory.
it. Go on then, who's going first?
Okay.
I've got Woody from Toy Story. Fuck, purely because of the name.
Yeah. I've got Kratos from God of War.
Oh my god. I've got Batman.
Oh, they're all good. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Woody. He's so tiny. Is he life size or is he toy size?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on what you. I don't know.
What you prefer?
Yeah. I mean, you could shove him up there. I got confused. Your name is so confusing.
God.
Ooh.
I mean, I think I know mine.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I know mine.
See, I've not played God of War. I don't actually know what he's like. I just know what he looks like.
He's-
Go based
Show
on
me a
that.
picture.
I know what he looks
is
like.
this God of War from the latest game?
I don't know.
Like, full beard?
See, I don't know.
Because if it's God of War from the latest game, I go... marry Kratos because he seems much more down to earth in this latest game. So he seems like someone I could actually probably live with, and he's got a great beard, and I'm one to appreciate
Would you not think
great
that
beards.
Kratos is it's the same Kratos from the other games though? So I suppose maybe like this is more up to date. So I suppose this is if we're going like timeline wise at the moment, this is what he's like. So
he's much more calm. I mean, he'll still cut a dude, but he's way more calm than he was before.
Yeah.
I'd kill Batman because, I mean, everyone else has tried. I might as well throw my own hat into the ring.
Kill the Batman.
And I'd fuck Woody because of the name alone.
Well, I know mine.
Oh man.
I'm marrying into money. I'm marrying fucking Batman.
Oh, that's
Fair.
a good point. That's a damn good point. But if I kill Batman, surely I can just take all his money.
No, that's not how it works.
I mean,
you'll go to fucking prison. Also, no one knows.
Only
no
if I
one
don't
knows-
get away with it.
No one knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. So they're like, oh, you killed Batman. Why do you get Bruce Wayne's money? They just happen to die on the same day.
Yeah, but are you telling me that if you kill Batman, you wouldn't have a little bit of a peek under the mask?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'd marry Batman. I'd fuck Kratos because I reckon he's like, I reckon he's pretty big.
It's that beard.
I reckon he's pretty. I mean, he's hench. I'd give him a go. But I definitely don't want to be like living out in the wilderness with him. Like, fuck that.
And you kill Woody.
I kill Wood. It was easy. Just chuck him out the window. I don't know he's sentient, do I? He's just fucking dull. So yeah, I wouldn't feel bad. I've broken loads of toys. So yeah, there we go. That's my there we go.
Laura?
Well, I was trying to think. I was like, Batman's always too like sullen and stuff. So I'd probably maybe I'll fuck Batman. But then I think I'd marry Kratos and then kill Woody. That I feel like.
See, I did
That's
think
what
about
I
that
do.
with Batman because, like, he's very like he'd be a bit like But to be fair, he'd be out a lot fighting crime,
True.
and also it's a massive house. That wouldn't really fucking matter.
That's true.
You could have an affair, like with Poison Ivy or something.
Now we know who you really want.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Or Mudman, whatever it is.
But how mad would Batman be? It was
very
Not
mad.
only have you had an affair, you've had an affair
With Poison Ivy.
with Poison Ivy.
She's my girl. All right, there we go. I think Saul, you're a bit the odd one out there.
Yeah,
Fucking
probably.
Woody.
What's
Laura,
me?
I think it's Laura now. Gone full circle. Give an hour.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. So draw 2 cards. The first one that you draw is on the hunt to kill you, and the other one is your bodyguard.
right.
So how fucked
okay.
are you?
Okay.
So, yeah. If I draw the one who's gonna come and kill us,
Okay.
Okay.
and then if
Shall
Saul
I draw the one
yeah,
who's sworn to protect us?
okay,
Who have we got?
right, okay. So, all right. So the person coming to kill us is Link.
Oh God.
And the person... Oh, dear. The person protecting us is not a person at all. It's Stitch.
Stitch! Yay! I mean,
That would be a pretty hilarious fight.
that'd be pretty cool. I mean, Stitch is like pretty indestructible.
What, against cuckoos? Chickens?
Yeah, I think he is.
Surely Link would just lob a chicken at him, and them chickens don't stop until you are dead.
Yeah. Stitch. I mean,
Oof.
he's pretty strong.
But Link has the Triforce of Courage.
He does. I think the magic and stuff that he's got. I think he probably would take Stitch out.
Yeah.
It would be a long fucking fight though.
Mm.
Like I think.
It would probably be enough of a long enough fight for you to run away.
Run away. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon we'd survive. I think we'd survive.
I think you'd survive, but I don't think Stitch would. I think it would be the ultimate sacrifice on Stitch's part, but
Yeah.
you would get away.
Yeah. I think you definitely last a long time, but yeah, I think Link would eventually catch up with you. But if it's in Breath of the Wild, then you've got fucking ages anyway, because it takes ages to get across that map. So
Yeah.
So yeah. Agreed? Are we agreed
you just
upon
gotta
that
hope.
one?
If it's Breath of the Wild, then Link's got a motorbike. No, you're fucked.
Oh,
Yeah.
depends on what point of the game.
Okay, depending on what Link it is,
Yeah.
you're either fucked or
a bit
fucked. You're either fucked, a bit fucked, or you escape, but Stitch is definitely dead.
Yeah. Cool. That was easy. So Saul, the little one first. Oh yeah.
Ooh, draw 3.
Okay, so just draw one each. What does it say? Can you read what it says? No.
Oh yeah, these 3 are your only hope in a zombie apocalypse.
How fucked are you?
How
Okay.
fucked are you?
I've drawn one. Laura, you draw
So
one.
are these combined our protectors or our
Yes.
only
Yeah,
protector?
yeah.
This is our team.
This is our team. Yeah. Are you ready? Right. Oh, don't fucking drop it. That'll be a bloody nightmare. Oh, mate, we're
Yes.
we're sorted.
We're sorted.
Oh,
We are
yeah.
sorted.
Go on,
Okay.
Saul. Go on.
John McCain.
Yeah.
Nice. I've got Mario.
He'll keep providing us with mushrooms. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Shut up, Mario! For fuck's sakes!
He's also got an invincibility star, so
Ah, okay.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, mine definitely trumps everyone. Optimus Prime.
yes.
Oh.
I mean, you can fucking turn it into a fucking card. Boom.
So we can,
That's
we can
sorted.
drive off. Yeah.
We've got a great team there. Like
We'd
Mario can
be
sort us
fine with
through.
Ultimate Prime, like, alone.
Yeah.
And just think, Mario could give Ultimate Prime a mushroom and he could grow twice the size.
Oh my god.
Mario can hop over buildings, right? He can go on scavenger runs.
Yeah.
Yes.
He definitely. Oh yeah, we've got a good
Sorted.
team. And John McClane's is awesome.
We
and he's
are-
funny as
There.
well. Like
We are so fine.
we're absolutely.
We're-
In fact, I didn't really. I mean, I think there are a couple of characters in there that probably wouldn't have done very well. Peter Griffin definitely would not want to be in there. Hey guys, look what I made! An awesome bay window. No. Well, I thought that the cave was getting a bit too dark, so I made a massive window and lit this massive fire and put on this stereo system playing AC/DC really loudly. No.
Yeah,
no, I think we're fine.
we'd be fucked with Peter Griffin, but we're absolutely fine.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
more than fine.
Yeah. There we go. That's easy. Who is it now?
And just think, with John McCain, it's Christmas every day.
Yeah. Welcome to the party, pal. All right. Next is draw 2 cards. They are dating.
Dear God.
Okay.
You guys draw it, I suppose. Oh dear, I fell on the floor.
Right, okay.
Who's going first?
Okay, I've got Simba.
I've got Jack Sparrow.
Oh my god, what the fuck? That's so random.
Oh, no.
That's just so weird. How does that even... How would that work?
Oh, God.
Would they make a good couple? That definitely wouldn't last, would it?
Would he live at Pride Rock, or would Simba live on a boat?
No, I think... No. I've just thought, right? So, Jack Sparrow always wants to look fucking awesome, doesn't he? And
Mhm.
always is pulling out the ace in the hole, isn't he?
Yeah.
He would just ride into battle. They'd be like, where the hell is Jack? And it's like, oh my god, what? He's riding a lion. Come on, Simba!
Savannah! Yeah, all the way in.
You know what? I can now imagine that even more now the live action Lion King has come out.
Yeah, perfect. That's it. We're sorted. That's it. That's awesome. I think I mean, I don't know whether they'd be a good couple. They'd certainly be a good partnership, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think we've probably correctly avoided the obvious here of how is that going to work.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose Jack would give it a go after a couple of runs.
After all of the rum.
All
All the rum's gone, well.
Well, let me really take you to Pride Rock.
Oh, let's move on to the next one after that comment, I think.
Oh my god. Here you go, Laura. I think it's Laura. Is it Laura?
I don't
Saul?
mind.
I don't
Whatever.
know
It
who
doesn't really
is.
fucking matter, does it?
Okay, so it's draw 1 card. They are your teacher. What will you learn? Can you learn from them?
Ooh.
Just the one.
Like, could you learn from them, or could you teach them anything, sort of thing? Like, what could you teach each other?
GLaDOS.
Oh my god. I would not want GLaDOS to
She'd
be my
test
teacher.
you a lot. She'd be a good teacher.
I mean, she'd be I don't know. It depends. Are you going to survive the test she gives you?
I don't think you could teach GLaDOS anything.
I mean, you'd be a fucking genius at quantum physics.
Oh, yeah. But
And
does she...
sarcasm.
And
Yeah,
sarcasm.
sarcasm you would be a don at. Like, there's
You'd
no way.
also, if you got it right, you'd be rewarded with cake, but not really.
No, because the cake is a lie. I mean, I would not want GLaDOS to be my teacher. I don't think she'd teach. I don't think she'd want you to learn anything.
Probably not. No.
She'd test you, like Laura said. But yeah, no, that would be a shit teacher.
Yeah.
What would GLaDOS be good at teach? Like, I suppose she'd be teaching, like say like science at school.
It would be science, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Be a
And maybe
fucking nightmare.
mathematics. I don't know.
Definitely would have the lowest student rating.
Definitely wouldn't be
Oh,
creative media, would it? It wouldn't
No,
be.
no.
Imagine her as a drama teacher.
Oh my god. Very wooden.
PE
That
teacher.
was a wooden performance. PE teacher. Oh, now see, I can see that. Like, hurry up and get dressed. It's time to go now.
She pops in inside the changing rooms.
Yeah, yeah. Ah! I'm fucking changing, GLaDOS. I'm sorry, but it's time for you to go now.
You forgot your uniform. Do not worry. There is spare in the closet.
I have this.
Oh,
nice
it's too
pink
big
one
for you. Oh well.
Oh well. Yeah, I mean, there would be that teacher that everyone fucking hated, but you have to like wait until you got out of the classroom and start bitching about her. Like,
But she could sneak up on you from whenever, from like the roof, so you could never really talk about her behind her back. It's like, oh, did you see that she? Oh, fuck, shit.
yeah.
Hey GLaDOS.
Hi, GLaDOS.
Hey, hey, Miss GLaDOS.
Hello, children. Oh God, that's
That's terrifying now.
Terror fucking. I've literally not even finished my first beer yet.
Oh man, amazing.
No, the small one first. Yeah.
So I think we can all agree she'd make a terrible teacher.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, would
Right.
not want GLaDOS as a teacher. No way.
Ooh. This is draw 2 cards. Blank is visiting blank in prison. Why? What
Okay,
happened?
so if you draw the first blank, and I'll have the second blank. So you are visiting me in prison.
Okay, Pikachu is visiting.
Navi.
Oh God! The most annoying
Can you
encounter.
imagine the conversation? Hey, Pika! Hey, Pika!
Oh my God, that was so good! Oh my God. Do that again.
Oh God, I can't do it again now.
Pika, pika. Hey, listen.
That's amazing.
That was so good.
Okay, so why is Pikachu visiting Navi in
Yeah,
prison?
why is
What did Navi do?
Yeah, what did Navi do? I mean, I don't know Zelda enough to know what Navi could have done.
Noise violation.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, noise
Yeah,
complaints
maybe.
from her neighbours. Yeah, I reckon that's probably it. Really.
They're both shoulder psychics, though, aren't they? Maybe
Yeah.
they get each other.
Oh yeah, it's like Shoulder Psychics Anonymous. Like, yeah, like- who else would be there? Like Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. He'd
Yes.
be there.
Oh.
And like Kazooie from Banjo and Kazooie, Daxter from Jack. I mean, all the Ands. Like they'll
Yeah,
all be
yeah.
there. Like maybe Kate Sith from Final Fantasy. Like he'd be there because I mean he's not a sidekick, is he? But he's kind of just he's sat on that massive mogul, isn't he? Like they've got to sit on your shoulder at some point. Yeah. So I think that's how they know each other.
Could you imagine
Yeah.
that? Could you imagine that meeting with Navi though? It's like, so Navi, why are you here?
Listen.
Hey,
Listen.
listen! Look out!
Can you imagine the arrest though?
Hey, hey,
No,
hey!
no,
Hey!
I'm arresting you on noise complaints. You don't have to say anything, but if you anything you don't say may harm your defence if you don't.
Hey, listen! Hey,
Yes, I'm
Listen!
listening. I'm listening.
listen! Hey,
I'm listening.
hey! Look out!
God damn it! Put it away. Get it away.
Imagine trying to put some handcuffs on Navi. That might be.
God.
And the lawyer comes in, like, we need to sort out your case.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm listening. Please don't.
listen! Look out!
Yeah. Yeah, and Pikachu. I mean, again, Pikachu would just. I reckon Pikachu would just get really annoyed with her. And just, is it her? It's not
it's
her.
her.
Yeah.
Just shock her.
Yeah.
Pikachu! Get that rat out of here!
It depends. Is it Pikachu or Detective Pikachu?
Oh yeah, that's why.
That's
that's
good.
why he's there.
There we go.
There we
Imagine Detective Pikachu just trying to get a testimony or something out of Navi.
He was like, okay,
Just with a cup of coffee in his
it's like,
hand. It's
oh
like,
my God.
It's like the 10th coffee he's had. He's just like so sick of this
It'd
shit.
be like that scene with Mr. Mime, only worse. Like,
Hey! Yes, you've said hey for like the 1000th time now. Do you say anything else? Listen! Yep,
Yeah, you
we've
said that too.
heard that one too.
yeah. Look out! Say it again, Laura.
Wait, which one? Okay. I'm building up to it now.
Hey,
No, that was bad.
hey, listen.
No, that was bad as well. The first time
Okay,
is
well,
the best
I
time.
think
a
I might
one-time
have
thing.
to,
Yeah.
I might have to go back and sample it for the end. I'm not going to lie. I might just put it in the intro, to be honest. Hey, listen to Let's Talk BS. All right, I'll draw one.
This is
was a
a
good
lot of fun.
That's a good one. Right. Oh, this is one for Saul. There's a long line at the bakery for 2 cards. How would they react? So it's taken absolutely ages for you to bake bread.
So what is the first person the baker and the second person?
No, I think you're the baker.
I'm the baker.
Yeah, and
And I
then
draw 2
and then
cards.
yeah, and there's 2 cards.
Okay.
Yeah, look. Have you got 2?
I've got 1.
That's
So-
okay.
You take the other one. Well, how would they be in a queue?
Okay. So the first one's Yoda.
Oh.
The second one's Duke Nukem.
Oh my! I mean, I think we know the answer, really, don't we? Yeah.
No bread, I see.
Like, Duke Nukem. I came here to buy bread and chew bubble gum, and I'm on all the gum.
And you don't even have any fucking bread yet.
Calm, you must be. Bake it, you will. Yeah.
How can I be calm? I got this hot chick waiting home and she wants some bread. Sinning you are.
Just spiking, man. It's fine. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I think Yoda would be pretty. I think would Yoda be a
Yoda
good
would be
customer?
chill. He'd just, I think Yoda would just be like, it is what it is. The Force will happen. The bread will arrive. I'm just gonna float here and meditate for a bit, and it'll arrive. Yoda would be the best customer, if anything. Like,
I think Duke Nukem might be one of the worst customers. to
yeah,
be
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be an arsehole. What would you recommend?
He'd be
they buy?
trying to chat up every woman that was in that line. In fact, he wouldn't even be trying to chat them up. This is like early
your
Duke
bakery,
Nukem.
though.
He'd
They're
just
all
be
like-
throwing dollar bills at them, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Not in your bakery though. They're all women in your bakery.
No.
You wouldn't be chatting
I mean,
up.
I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest. Yes.
What would you recommend? What do you reckon they'd be buying at the bakery? Would it be bread or?
Ooh.
What do you
That's
think is your
Mm,
expertise? See, as you're bringing your expertise in.
Yes, it's bringing my expertise into it. Ooh, it's a tricky one. What bread would Yoda buy?
Or bread at all? Would he buy bread? Would he be buying like some sticky buns or something? Like
Maybe.
ice buns or like a croissant?
Maybe.
I reckon he's a croissant guy.
Maybe like cookies or croissants or something sweet would be
yeah.
his treat. Like, he's so strict on himself
I
to
reckon,
be
yeah,
like
I
the
reckon.
master of everything, and everyone needs an outlet sometimes. I reckon his is just like a nice sweet croissant once in a while. You know?
I think so.
Mm.
Yeah, Duke Nukem. What's Duke Nukem having? Is
Duke
he even in
Nukem.
there to buy bread for himself?
I don't know. I don't know. He's probably in there to buy donuts. So
Yeah, I was about to say donuts.
So he can fuck the hole in the middle of it.
Straight in there, literally.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Yeah, definitely gonna be buying donuts to fuck. Right, we've got 2 more. Who's going? Laura, go for it. Go for
Okay,
it.
we have got. Let's just draw 1 card. You're in a fight with them. How fucked are you?
Yeah.
More fight
A lot of
questions.
fighting.
There was one fight. I mean, they kind of all lend themselves to fight.
To be fair, this one is like, how would you fare
Yeah.
against?
Do you wanna? You go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's all down
just
to
the
luck
one
at this
card.
point. Like, whether
Yeah.
it's like someone that's got like a massive thing or not. Gun or not.
We're fucked.
Oh.
We're so unbelievably fucked.
Who is it?
Because it's Doom Guy.
Oh yeah, we're fucked. But would he?
It's only
Take that
really
much.
demons that he takes offence against.
Yeah. So would be okay.
Oh, I
Maybe.
don't know. I don't
Depends
know.
on whether we're in his way or not.
Depends how you dressed, Adam, really.
Yeah, to be fair, he might go for me. I am wearing red and black today. Yeah. All right, Laura, you're wearing red and black as well.
Yeah.
Oof, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
good.
okay. But you have got a big
So,
bushy
Actually,
beard.
to be fair, I am wearing a t-shirt with Navi on it, who's possibly the most annoying character ever. And if we're going by Doom Guy Link principle here, that Doom Guy is actually Link, according to Luke from Outside Extra.
Yeah.
I can imagine there is times where Link probably wants to throttle Navi, so maybe I won't be fine.
Yeah, I think you might be the first to go, actually.
Yeah.
Think of it. If it
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
If it is true.
Yeah, well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, that's it. We're fucked. We're definitely going to get a head stomped in.
As what was said previous in the podcast, we're all going to hell, clearly,
Yeah,
so
we
I'll see
are.
you guys in a bit.
Yeah. And then we'll get killed again by Doom Guy. Last one. Saul, you want to take the last one?
Yeah, can do.
And I think
One
it
each.
should be 3.
Draw 3.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you got the math.
I did get the maths.
Great on
I
it.
did.
Well done.
I did. I've drawn one already. I'm on it. I'm on it.
They are all roommates. How would this go?
Oh, brilliant. It's a nice little one to end on.
Here's your
Oh
final,
my god.
final countdown.
I would not like to be roommates with this person.
My one would take up the whole room. It's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Wow. Mine would take up whatever space is left. It's Master Chief.
Oh my god.
and mine would just probably blow the whole place up. It's Joker from the Dark Knight.
So,
Oh.
nice little house. 3-bedroom scenario. Maybe they're all students. Who knows?
Yeah, I reckon Thomas has got like his own like little shed.
Yeah, it's got his own garage.
Side,
Yeah.
You know.
You can't use any of the garden because it's all taken up with rails.
Yeah.
Like,
I think so. Here's my theory. I reckon that Joker would be a massive wanker to Thomas all the time, but Master Chief would be constantly like giving him like like meleeing him like shut up Joker.
Yeah.
And like yeah. So and like thank you Master Chief. That's all right, Thomas.
Joker would be
Batman
consistently
is.
trying to demask Master Chief because it's the same thing with Batman. He wants to know who Batman is, so obviously he's going to want to know who Master Chief is.
Yeah.
All the time. He's going to be like trying to sneak a peek of him in the shower.
Want to know how I got these scars? I'll give you another fucking scar in a minute if you don't shut up.
Oh, you've told this story for like the 1000th time. It's a different story every single time.
Yeah.
Pick one. Doo-doo.
Hi guys, I'm really useful. Damn right you are, Thomas. You're a fine engine.
Do you reckon?
Meanwhile, there's a Joker going, God damn it, Thomas, you don't shut up. I'm going to brick you up in that goddamn garage.
I reckon Thomas would be a fantastic steed for Spartan. It would be like
Oh,
Do you know what? I
for
reckon
Master Chief. It would just be like, oh, it's just so
The
good.
there's
next-
got to be a mod like that somewhere.
I was about to
surely.
say the next Skyrim mod is Thomas the Tank Engine with the Master Chief like riding him as a steed.
I mean, is it like? Do you think it'd be like this whole time? Thomas has kind of like just been like going in and out, and then there's one time where Master Chief really needs him, and he thinks this is going to be the best damn thing, and then he gets one of them, and it's like, go.
No, it wouldn't.
He's
It
like,
wouldn't. It wouldn't
hurry
even
up.
be that. It would be like, why aren't you moving? It's like, well,
You need to stoke the fire first.
no, I've got to wait for the fat conductor to tell me I can go
Go,
first,
sorry, I
and
need to
then
leave, yeah.
like, there are rules. Like I need to stick to them. You know.
And then he try and put like Cortana in him, like where do I put Cortana? like I go, I don't know what you mean. What you mean in the fire? Yeah, that'll do. No, and she's like in the fucking coal. Like, shit.
Is it bad that all I'm envisioning now is a Skyrim mod, the Thomas the Tank Engine Skyrim mod with Master Chief like riding him as a steed and a Joker just hanging on in the background going, I'm here as well.
Yeah. On the back. Shut up, Joker. Hold on tight. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Yeah, I think I make pretty good housemates,
Yeah.
to be honest.
You know, I think actually, if it was anyone else, like, I think Master Chief would definitely like create law and order in it.
Balance.
Yeah, he'd create the yeah. He's a very chill guy, isn't he? So I think that he'd actually be quite a good roommate. I think, not like Duke Nukem or Doom Guy.
No,
I think
no.
they're fucking awful roommates.
Could you imagine if Doom Guy and Master Chief were roommates?
Oh my god! I think Master Chief could definitely give Doom Guy a run for his money.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think
Especially if like full on metal music started playing in the background, like that's it. Like Duke Nukem's fucked.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Oh wow. Oh man.
Long story short, we reckon they make good house.
I think so. That would be
Well,
good.
we
that'd be good.
reckon
what
it'll-
would the TV series be called if it was a sitcom?
Ooh.
Tanking around. I don't know. Can't think of anything interesting, funny at the moment. I'm not that clever. I wish I was.
If you can come up with anything, then let us know in Twitter. We'd love to hear what you would call that sitcom between the Joker, Thomas the Tank Engine, and Master Chief sharing a house.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely interested to
I
hear
am interested
that.
too. One more thing before we leave. I've just thought of a really funny question, right? That I saw on Twitter, Facebook the other day, and I
Right.
think it's a really interesting to talk about. So the question is, any film, but it's the Muppets version. So the Muppets are playing all the characters, but you can keep one character in the film. I've already got mine, and it's fucking gold. But can you think of anything? Like, so obviously every character is played by Muppets apart from one. Can you think of anything? I mean, I can tell you mine.
I think I can think of one, yeah.
Go.
John Wick.
Oh man.
But Keanu Reeves is still there.
Still
It's
John-
just him shooting the stuffing out of thousands of Muppets.
It's basically the good version of that shitty puppet film that came out a couple of years ago. The Murders, Happy Time Murders.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
It's awful. I started
Yeah.
watching it. It's crap.
You
Yeah.
just see puppets flying in every direction.
Yeah.
I mean, it would
Definitely.
traumatise
Carnage.
children, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
get a
it'd be
chuckle
perfect.
out of
It'd
it.
be great.
Yeah.
Who would play the guy that he is after, the main guy? The one that kills the
Ooh.
dog. What Muppet would play what Muppet? Are you adverse in Muppet lore, Saul?
I'm not that adverse. I would have the leader of the Continental Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kermit, obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've thought of who it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a young version of the two old guys.
Mm.
It's them. They're the guys that
Yeah.
take the piss because they
Yeah.
take the piss a lot, don't they?
One of them's a son, one of them's a father.
Yeah. There we go. That's that dumb. Laura, can you think of anything?
I'm trying to scrape my brain. I can't. I think you're gonna have to go.
Okay, I'll go. So mine is actually quite similar to Saul's. Mine's Die Hard.
I was literally thinking. Who are you thinking of? The guy who stays as?
So it's got to be John McClane
Oh,
is still
okay.
Bruce Willis, right?
Uh-huh.
So, hang on. I'll think off the top of my head. So, fucking hell, sorry. Oh my god, I just hit the mic. So yeah, Bruce Willis would stay as John McClane. Kermit would be his unwilling sidekick. So obviously it's kind of it's a Muppet take on it. So obviously it's not exactly the same. Oh
my god, it's the next Muppets Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is. Even better. So Miss Piggy would be like his ex-wife, obviously.
Obviously.
Animal would be like that, the Russian guy that he has a massive fight with at one
Mhm.
point. Like that would be Animal. The Gonzo would be the limo driver, at the beginning.
Yep.
Like perfect. Fozzie Bear would be, the policeman outside.
Yes.
He'd be there.
Yes.
And then the pièce de résistance.
Oh my god, Fozzie Bear shot someone by accident.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The pièce de résistance.
Mhm.
The Count
Yep.
from Sesame Street is Hans. And just for this line alone, now I have a machine gun. Now you have 2 machine guns.
Yes.
ah.
That'd be so good.
Boom. Fucking lice. Do it now, Disney.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh dear. So there we go.
I thought... just when I thought that I didn't want another Die Hard movie in my life.
Yeah,
No.
there we go. Have you
Yeah.
seen any of the other Die Hards yet?
I
haven't
have,
seen
yeah.
it.
I bought the Blu-ray.
Really?
I bought the Blu-ray box set after you gave me Die Hard 1
Oh,
for
shit, I
Christmas.
haven't seen any of the other ones
Um,
yet.
So I've now got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Nice.
I've seen 2, not 3 and 4 yet.
Cool. Right, shall we exchange? Because we haven't exchanged yet.
We have, but I thought quickly,
Mhm.
while 3 previous drama students are here,
Oh, yeah.
what was everyone's reaction of the Cats movie trailer?
Oh, I liked it. I'm excited for it.
It looks horrifying to me.
I love cats.
I appreciate the music. It sounds like it's going to be amazing, but there is something uncanny valley-like about the presentation of it. It looks really creepy to me.
Yeah. I think the thing for me is it really winds me up because like you have one people that are saying, you know, will you bring out the Lion King? And they're like, it looks too realistic. And so then they make something like Cats and it's really not realistic and it's weird and it's bizarre. And they're like, it doesn't look realistic enough. It doesn't look right. And it's like...
Yeah, I mean, that's the age we're living in, that nothing is good enough.
Nothing's good enough anymore, is it? Nothing's good enough. I think they could have done without the CGI on the cats, personally. But the amount of practical effects that are actually in it. Have you seen the sets that they built?
No. I can appreciate the practical side of it. It's just... Right now, and I have only seen one trailer. It's just one trailer that's been out. I might need to see a bit more for me to be
Have you
convinced.
seen the making of trailer that they did?
Yes,
beforehand?
I've seen that as well,
See,
and that's what I'm saying. I
was
can
like-
appreciate the practical side of it massively, but my mind can't get over the uncanny valleyness of the Cats right now.
No.
Not at all.
Have you seen it, Laura? Have you seen the trailer for it?
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it, but I think I watched just the movie version of it, but this was years ago.
Yeah,
So I don't actually remember the story. I know there's not that
There's
much of a
not really a
story
story,
to
no.
it.
I helped out with Pied Piper's production of
You
Cats
did.
last year.
Yeah.
So I know it quite well, which I think probably makes it a little more uncanny valley, because obviously I saw like stage versions of it, so I saw makeup of cats and blah blah blah, and that looked a lot more appealing to me than the film does.
I just
right
think
now.
that like the first film version was fine enough. Like they could have just done what they did in that and just had better prosthetics or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like just could have done a
like
little
the
bit.
acts that they've got for it, like Beyonce's in it, which is fantastic.
Is it Beyonce?
So, yeah,
Is she?
yeah.
No, that's Lion King.
Is it?
Oh,
no,
yeah, that's
it
Lion
is
King.
Taylor Swift is in.
Taylor Swift is in it.
Yeah.
Not
and
quite the same.
not quite the same. No,
Ian
I
McKellen.
got Lion King and Cats mixed
Yeah,
up.
that's fine.
Easy thing to do.
I did mention Lion King. There you go. Yeah, Ian McKellen's in it.
Oh no, the cast for it looks incredible, but
Judi Dench.
it's just I'm hoping my brain can get past the uncanny valleyness of it all,
I reckon
because
they
I
will.
think
I reckon
if
they will.
I can get past that, I will enjoy it. Because I like the musical, I like the songs, and I've got a connection to it because I've worked on it before. I'm just hoping that my brain can get past that initial ooh moment.
Oh,
you know?
no. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I think you'll just sort of blend in by the end of it. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I love cats. So
Yeah. I just wanted to see what everyone thought, seeing that it seems to be such a big thing on Twitter right now.
I think you can't judge anything by a trailer.
No,
It's just
no.
a snippet of all the characters, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, and Solo to me kind of proves that because I hated the trailer for that, and I quite like the film. So there we go.
Well, speaking of entertainment exchanges, shall we exchange?
Yeah, let's exchange. Yeah,
Who wants to start?
go on, you go. You go
Okay,
first.
so I know you will enjoy this one.
Okay, you know it.
Oh, I know it. Absolutely. Like I'm not a betting man, but I'd be willing to bet money.
Okay.
It's another film.
Okay.
What I have got for you
Mm-hmm.
is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah! Oh no! yes! Oh my god, I'm so excited! I haven't seen this yet. I'm so. Oh my god, I'm so
Okay,
excited. Oh my god.
I'm not going to say much. The only thing I will say is prepare to watch the best Spider-Man movie you've ever seen.
And do you know what's funny about this? This is literally the least. It made the least amount of money of any Spider-Man
which
film
is
ever.
a crying shame
Yeah.
because it is incredible.
Oh my god.
And I
I'm
cannot wait.
so
I
excited,
cannot
Saul.
wait to talk about it with you.
Oh my god. Best entertainment exchange yet. End of podcast. Thanks
That's
for
it.
talking more BS. Thank you.
Cheers, bye.
No. Okay, well mine's definitely an anticlimactic one. More ASMR. That's not getting very nice. Yeah, so I had a couple of films that I was going to give to you. Again, film me episode next week.
Yep.
Next episode. And I said to Kat, I gave her 3. And I was like, what do you reckon? And she straight away said, this one.
Okay.
Like, so, yeah. It's one of our favourite films.
Okay.
Absolutely love it. It's Saving Mr. Banks.
Ooh.
Which
Nice.
is it's Tom Hanks and Emma Thompson. Tom Hanks as Walt Disney and Emma Thompson as P.L. Travers, who wrote Mary Poppins.
Okay.
And it's about him, Walt Disney, trying to get the rights to Mary Poppins.
Nice.
And it's an absolutely beautiful film.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
so good.
Will it
And
make me cry?
I think it will, actually, yes.
Oh.
I hope so.
I like a good cry once in a while.
Have you seen it, Laura?
I think I've seen a bit of it. I haven't seen all of it though, so yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, if you love Tom Hanks, which how could you?
I
not
do.
love
I
Tom
mean,
Hanks?
who doesn't?
He does a brilliant Walt Disney. I mean,
Nice.
it's just, and as a Disney fan, it's just like,
Yeah, I'd imagine as a Disney fan, it's probably like a nice little love letter, basically.
oh yeah, definitely.
Nice. Yeah, I look
It's really
forward to
good.
it.
It's a very nice little film.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well,
Right.
that's it. Another podcast in the bag.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Laura.
Yes,
Sorry
thank
for-
That's
you.
okay. It was good fun.
Oh, good. That's right. Then. That's good. This man, we kind of just talking at you for like an hour and a half.
If anything, you've got like some nice live reviews for Joe Lycett and the Solo movie now. So.
Yeah, exactly. And it's Entertainment Exchange. I haven't seen
And,
Spider-Man either,
you know,
which is a crime.
I know. I think I think a lot of people are gonna like, why haven't you seen Spider-Man? But I think it came out like at a time where I can't go to the cinema that
To be
much
fair,
anymore,
I didn't
so-
see it in the cinema like at all because it was one of them films that I looked at, and you know them films where you go, I really must go around to seeing that at some point, and then it just doesn't happen.
It definitely slipped under the radar for a lot of people. I don't think they didn't really advertise it as much as they could have done because it's not really an MCU universe, is it? Like,
but
it's
incredible, absolutely incredible.
I'm really looking forward to watching it. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
And Laura, sorry for probably making it so that you'll never see any of your video game characters or movie characters quite in the same way ever again.
No, I will sleep terribly now.
Especially that
You're welcome.
image of Woody.
Only expect the finest on our
I'm just
podcast.
gonna say Saul wants to fuck Woody. I will just say that. He said that on record. He wants to fuck Woody.
Only because of the name, and it's
Yeah.
ironic.
Fine. Right. So yeah, thanks for listening, and please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, and give us a like and a comment and subscribe on YouTube. That'd be grand. Thank you very much for that.
If you could also send us sitcom names for what you think the sitcom for a house shared between Thomas the Tank Engine, Master Chief, and the Joker would be, then please let us know. Probably the best way to let us know that is on our official Twitter page, which is Let's Talk BS1.
Yeah, please send in your questions as well if you want to be involved in the podcast in any way.
You can also get hold of us personally. You can get hold of me at Saul Reed.
And I'm at Adz at fucking hell.
Almost.
Adz Queenie B. Laura, where can people get you?
At how do you even say that? Lady Paolo?
Lady Paolo. That's like that's like PA.
Oh hello.
Oh
hello.
Yeah, go follow Laura. Yeah.
Or the Loracle.
The Loracle. She is the Loracle. She knows all.
A
She's
fountain
all-knowing.
of knowledge.
And video game voice impressions.
Yeah.
As we found out today.
Definitely. Also, any YouTube fans out there, I think that Laura sounds like Dodie Clark. Just talk a bit.
Oh, what do I even talk about? Do I sound like her as well? That's
I
really
think you
weird.
sound a little bit like her.
There's a little tinge of it, definitely.
I think so.
That's
I
cool.
don't know. Let us know.
I'm not gonna make you sing on mic, but I reckon you could sound like her if you sung as well. Like, I haven't got my ukulele up here either, so.
Anyway,
it's taken
I
so
wish.
long to
we
finish.
really hope you guys enjoyed the podcast.
Yeah,
and
we're on Facebook as well.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're still not on Instagram.
No,
That's never going to be a
not
thing,
gonna happen.
probably.
I don't want to do it now.
No,
That's
just as a
fine.
principle.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you so much for joining us, and join us next time. We'll be talking more
BS.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Say listen.
Bye.
Listen. Say listen.
Hey! Look out! Hey! Hey! Hey!